Live from the Tiger Studios in Easley, South Carolina, it's the JoJo Cool Football Picks Show, week number 2, with your host and star of our show, JoJo Cool, and her co-host, Outlaw Jimmy James. Here's JoJo.
Hi everybody, and thank you for coming to our show. What you got?
Well, I want to say thank you as well, but I want to tell you folks, you just don't know what it's like having to put a show together with her. It's a torture, but it's fun. What you got, JoJo? You got the news. Let's start out with the news for last week. Huh?
Ain't no torture.
Oh yeah, wasabi. Let's start out with the news for this past week. The ball games. I picked Clemson to lose 38-0. They came close.
I said 35 or nothing.
I don't remember. I think she's been. But they played great the first half. I mean, they were in that game the first half, and it looks like the whole new team just showed up the second half. So let's get to the news, and we'll do some other stuff. What you got?
Let's talk about the Georgia-Clemson game then, since you
Oh,
started
do
out.
we have to? All right, go ahead.
This Dabo was held without a touchdown for the 4th time in his career.
Wow, that is amazing.
The other last one, I know one of the other ones was definitely against Georgia as well.
Wow. Seems like Georgia's always got their number for some reason. I don't understand. You think they have you think they can turn around like they did last year after losing to Duke and Oakland?
It's going to be hard, but I don't know. We don't have Tyler from Spartanburg. We don't have anybody calling in on the Dabo Swinney show now because they just do texts and emails because I guess Tyler Rowan did it for everybody.
Well, we could get in touch with Tyler, have him go directly to where they are and talk to him. That would be good. Tyler, if you're watching. All right?
Yeah, since 2014, Georgia hasn't had a touchdown versus Georgia.
Georgia hasn't had a touchdown against Georgia.
Clemson hasn't had a touchdown against Georgia.
All right. That's unreal. I cannot believe that.
That's spanning 30 consecutive offensive possessions.
All right, you remember a couple of years ago when they played Oregon, and that game, Georgia.
Yeah.
And we were there, and as we were watching it, we said Georgia had the best line, offense and defense in the country, and they would win the title that year. You remember that? I'm going to go out again and say that's the best line I've seen on both sides. Georgia will probably take it. Georgia versus Oregon.
I
Championship.
don't got Oregon.
I do.
I still don't got Oregon. They struggled a lot.
Yeah, they're going to get better.
No, they won't.
All right.
Let's see. Georgia outscored Clemson 28-3 in that second half.
They sure did. Could have scored more.
This is Clemson tied for the fewest points under Dabo Swinney since 2008.
That's hard to believe.
Clemson was held to 188 yards. Cade Klubman was 18 of 29 for 142 yards and an interception. Georgia's Beck was for 23 of 33 for 278 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's my Heisman pick for the year.
Yeah, he's mine too.
Mine too. He's good. He's good. And you know, like I said, Georgia could have put more on him, but you know, Coach Kirby, smart, called the dogs off.
What's that supposed to mean?
Georgia Bulldogs. He called the dogs off. He could have destroyed them more. All right.
So
What else you
nobody else got that connection either.
got? Everybody got it. Engineer got it. See.
Georgia has beat the 2 top programs from the ACC in the past 2 games. Score of 97-6. That was against Florida State and Clemson.
Well, I love Clemson, but the ACC is not anywhere near as good as the SEC.
Nope. And they definitely won't be.
Top to bottom, no way. All right?
But I think this year Stanford's going to be the worst team in the ACC.
Well, yeah. And I hope Clemson's not just right above me. I hope they can get it turned around. They got the talent. They got the talent, but I don't know.
You talked about that Oregon game.
Mm-hmm.
You know the interception during this game, Malachi Starks?
Mm-hmm.
He did the same thing in the Oregon game.
He sure did. I
Same
know.
exact thing.
About the same area, but on the other side of the field, too, yeah. And we were at both games. We saw both of them, and it just amazed us.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably play of the year, one of them.
Yep.
All right, what else you got?
Let's talk about LSU.
My second favorite team, both my
L's
Tigers,
down.
both my favorite Tigers getting beat. Right? It was
L's
close.
down.
It was heartbreaking. It sure was, both of them.
LSU has lost 5 straight home openers. Well, season openers. Southern Cal, Florida State, UCLA, and Mississippi State. 3 of them were against under Brian Kelly.
I just don't know. You know, Brian Kelly has not proven himself to me. I think we need to start looking. He's on the hot seat.
I think he
He's on
could
the-
get fired too.
Yeah, he's on the hot seat.
Another person I think is going to get fired. Maybe Shane Beamer if you don't turn it around. Billy Napier definitely.
Yeah, Napier. He's really in the hot seat. He couldn't even open a bottle of water. He's so nervous. See that? Did you see the video? Look it up online. You'll see it. He's struggling with a bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
He was. Yeah, it's terrible.
Let's see. SEC teams racked up the points in week 1. They had 4 wins by 60 plus points.
Good. Yeah.
Most from the conference since the day 1 since the AP poll since like 1936.
Most of them played very, very weak, small schools, except for Georgia and Clemson looked very weak and small. But it's unreal.
Mm-hmm. Arizona's wide receiver McMillan was 304 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns.
He had a game, didn't
Yeah, he showed up.
he? He did. That is unreal.
So some people aren't like making him as a contender in their conference or anything, but I think he's going to do pretty well in the Big 12.
The Big 12 is going to be a very interesting conference. That's I look forward to a lot of their games. They got some good schools there.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Napier is 1-10 versus rival teams,
That's not
including
good.
that loss against Miami.
That's not good. It's not a good way to keep your job.
Florida is 2-9 versus teams that are finished ranked under Billy Napier's coaching career. He had Florida has lost 6 consecutive football games in a row under Napier. Florida hasn't won a home game since October 7th, 2023.
Stick a fork in him. He's done.
Yeah,
He's gone.
Napier's gone.
He's gone.
I never liked him anyhow. I didn't like him at Clemson. I didn't like him here. He
I
was
hate that.
fired.
Hey, Eastland High School may be looking for Coach Billy, so chin up. Right?
He's in high school.
Yeah. They got bombed by Rand last week. Oh.
Before this, Florida had won 34 straight home openers, longest in the SEC.
And that's not sitting well with them right now. I mean, they got a huge fan base, and they're not going to like that at all.
I think they're going to be at the bottom of the SEC this year.
Even below South Carolina, that is bad.
No, I think they'll beat South Carolina.
You think they will? I hope they do.
Texas, the newcomer to the SEC. This was the second largest shutout in 100 seasons.
Who'd they play?
Some flunky team.
Exactly.
Some flunky team.
Wait till they get somebody like Georgia and we'll see what they got.
I don't know. They still got Quinn Ewers. He went and made it to the playoff last year without like using a backup quarterback that much. And I think they got a good chance of making it in the final 12 again.
They might, but they will get beat. They will not beat Georgia.
So I have a few lightning in a bag plays.
Uh-oh.
Lucas for Wisconsin had a one-handed interception pass. What do you think about that one?
That was an unbelievable catch. They talk about that might be the play of the year. But I think the interception was.
That was a different play of the year.
They're
We'll
talking
get to
about
that one.
They're
too.
talking about that one too. Right?
That one.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. That should be, if not the interception. But they were talking about that, what it should be too.
Jake Branistow had a nice one-handed catch versus Georgia. That was really nice.
Yeah.
That was a lightning in a bag moment.
That's the only thing they had going for them that day.
And then, of course, what should be the play of the year, he doesn't think so.
What's that?
Kyron Hudson, the one-handed catch for USC versus LSU.
No, I don't like that. He was lucky.
No, he was great.
I like USC, but not, I like LSU better.
And then the call stands? No, the call was confirmed.
Okay.
You got anything to talk about so far?
Well, you're doing great. Keep it up.
You want to talk to us about your Tulane shirt?
I could if you want me to.
Okay.
It's your show. I'm just an outlaw trying to get a robbery. If you'll look at this shirt and notice this shirt, it was sent to me by my niece in New Orleans. Her name is Tara Willis. Tulane Greenway, that's my third favorite team behind LSU and Clemson. And I'd like to thank her so much for it.
I was sent this by an unnamed fan of Notre Dame.
Must have been him.
If I
The
may,
little
Irish-
leprechaun. Yeah.
Give me your best Irish accent.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I can't do it. Let's hear you do one.
No, I can't ever do Irish.
How about this? How about this? The Georgia quarterback Shillelagh is bigger than the USC's two quarterback Shillelagh.
No. No.
No? Alright, what else?
How about your hat?
Yes,
Sitting here.
I'm glad people noticed that. That it was given to me by one of our sponsors, Lone Wolf Customs, Robbie Raines. He's got his information on our Facebook page. Also, you can contact us there. And nice little hat, I like it. Lone Wolf Customs, and we'll tell you more what
And
to
it
do later.
fits your head.
It does. I
Sort
told him to give me extra large. All right, what else we got?
Let's talk about Georgia again for a minute.
Okay.
This is their 40th straight regular season win. The last one was in Florida against Florida in 2020.
Man,
This hat is huge.
Well,
We
Georgia-
are sideways on my head.
Georgia will go individual again. I'm here to say. I think their only toughest competition, if and when they play, is Alabama. And you know they might make the playoffs.
What about Texas? That's gonna be a hard one.
They'll get beat. They'll get knocked out.
Nope.
All right.
I said Texas gonna win this regular season game. I'm sticking with it.
All right. We'll see. What else we got?
Let's talk about some upcoming games.
All right.
How about SMU and BYU?
That's gonna be a pretty tough game. I mean, very tough. Engineer said my hair's messed up. Thank you, engineer. I don't care. I'm not here to impress anybody. Who you got?
SMU. I still think they're like one of the top teams that nobody takes a second look at.
I think it's going to be a close game, low scoring game, and I've been going back and forth on this, but I'm going with SMU because it's a running game.
How about App State and Clemson? It's an 8 o'clock game, and I'm going on a rant for a minute. Thanks a lot, Disney. Thanks a lot, ESPN. Thanks a lot, DirecTV, because now none of us can watch any of those.
They're negotiating their contract.
No ESPN, no ACC network, no SEC network, no ESPN2 or ESPNU. Nothing.
All you fans that has DirecTV, help us fuss, help us cuss, because we're mad as.
Because we can't
You know
even
what?
watch the Florida State BC game tonight.
I know, unless we go to some bar and get drunk and watch it, but I can't do that. I got to go to work tomorrow.
We could
Our
wheel
audience,
you in.
our audience is back there laughing.
We could wheel you in.
Yeah, you could will me in. And, well, yeah, you could. What else we got?
We're still talking about Clemson and
All
App
right,
State.
let's go ahead and
Get
run.
off the rails with that one.
Let's go ahead. Fuss about it. Help us out.
I think Clemson will win this one. I don't think it's going to be a big blowout. I think it should be a big blowout. According to, they're not playing anybody, but Clemson's not going to go with a big blowout. And I think Dabo will be on the hot seat after this one.
Let me
too.
tell you something about that game. Appalachian State is a giant killer. They went into Michigan not long ago and beat them. I've seen them beat South Carolina. I've seen them beat other big schools. Clemson better watch out. Clemson by 1 point.
1 point.
1 point. They're good.
How about game day? Texas ain't watch game day either. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Texas and Michigan got it.
That is going to be a good one. Texas.
I got Texas as well. How about Oklahoma State and Arkansas?
That's going to be another good one. Arkansas didn't play anybody. Oklahoma State played a tough South Dakota State team and destroyed them. Oklahoma State.
I got Oklahoma State. They're definitely one of my dark horse teams. Tennessee Tech and Georgia.
Oh, another butt whipping.
Blowout.
Another blowout. Georgia.
Georgia. Baylor and Utah. I think
That-
that one's going to be a good, close game.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the games I've been looking at all year long. That's going to be a good one. And a close one. Utah.
Utah. South Carolina and Kentucky.
Now that's going to be an interesting game.
Yes, it is.
Kentucky.
I think Kentucky too. Beamer balls busted.
I am so sorry, Lee. I'm so sorry, Mark.
East Carolina and Old Dominion.
That is another tough one. I think Old Dominion is still down from that loss to the Gamecocks. I mean the Carolina Gamecocks. So I think East Carolina beat them.
I think East Carolina's got it by like a touchdown.
Exactly. And another good one that's coming up. Another one.
Tennessee versus NC State. I think it's going to be closer than what people think.
It will be.
Even though NC State lost, I think they're ready to go for Tennessee. They got to prove something that they can do it. But I got Tennessee.
Tennessee in a close one.
Utah State and Southern Cal.
That's going to be easy to pick with that Southern Cal all the way.
Southern Cal. They showed out last night. They're going to show out again. They're going to the final 12.
Yep.
LSU still could make it in there.
Oh, they can make it. They got to get things turned around and fire
But
Brian
who
Kelly.
knows? Yeah.
And I hope Billy Napier does apply for that job.
Sanford versus Florida.
Oh my goodness, Florida.
Battle of two crowd teams.
Florida will beat the smaller school. Florida will bounce back this week.
Florida by a small margin.
Oh, yep.
Northern Illinois and Notre Dame.
Northern Illinois plays people tough, but Notre Dame will take this.
I got Notre Dame.
And while we got a break, I'd like to apologize to one of our fans, one of your best friends, Pam Fox Johnston. I mentioned her name last week, but I called her by the wrong name. I'm sorry, Pam. It's Pam Fox Johnston and JoJo Cool, the Tiger fan. And I called her the wrong name last week. I'm sorry.
What you call her?
I called her Pam Holcomb. Because I got through talking about my buddy Doug Holcomb. See what kind of trouble you get me in, Doug? Always get me in trouble. Sorry, Pam. What else you got?
I think that's it for this week.
Well, I think that's it for this week too. I didn't say wasabi but twice.
I didn't say spicy at all.
You just did.
I guess I did.
Bye, fans.
Now you got to talk about your sponsors.
No, I'm not going to talk about it. You talk about
You
it. It's your
can't say
show.
bye yet.
It's your show. I'm out of here. I'm going to get drunk. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
We have a few sponsors. Super Day with Life FM, with Debbie Garrett, the Smoke Box with all your barbecue needs,
Oh, man, that smoke box.
the Lone Wolf Customs, engraving hats, business cards, challenge coins, and more.
I want to tell you that smoke box, the food that Jonas and Destiny cooks up, good. Real good. So if you're hungry, contact the smoke box.
Yep.
They don't have any wasabi.
Or spicy. Well, they might could do spicy.
Oh, he does spicy food. I have some of the spicy food. It's good. And no, we haven't been drunk. Drinking. We're just happy. What else we got? That's it?
That's it.
Let's get us out of here, Percy.
Thank you, other person, for everybody, other people out there too, watching. Thank you. Good night.
And thank you for that crowd last week. Bye.
I've seen a lot of places. I've been